Against all odds, Donald J. Trump has been elected President of the United States for a second time, a feat that many thought was impossible. In a stunning turn of events, Trump's victory over incumbent Vice President Kamala Harris defied poll predictions and shocked the nation, leaving political analysts scrambling to understand how they got it so wrong. This outcome marks a dramatic comeback for the former president, who had been out of office for 4 years, yet managed to maintain a strong and loyal base of supporters. Trump's win reflects a deep political divide in the country and underscores the enduring power of his populist message, which continues to resonate with a significant portion of the electorate. The 2024 election was widely seen as a referendum on the Biden-Harris administration's handling of the economy, immigration, and the COVID-19 pandemic, issues that have been at the forefront of American politics. Trump successfully tapped into voter dissatisfaction with the status quo, portraying himself as a political outsider and promising to make America great again, a slogan that clearly resonated with many. Trump's victory sends shockwaves through Washington and around the world, as leaders and citizens alike grapple with the implications of his return to power. It remains to be seen what a second Trump presidency will mean for the United States, but it is certain to bring significant changes and challenges. One thing is certain: American politics will never be the same as the nation embarks on this new and uncertain chapter in its history. Trump's path to victory ran through the industrial Midwest. He flipped key states that he had won in 2016, including Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Wisconsin. Trump also held on to crucial battlegrounds like Florida and Ohio. Trump's success can be attributed to several factors. He energized his base of white working-class voters, who were drawn to his message of economic nationalism and cultural conservatism. Trump also benefited from low voter turnout among Democrats, particularly young people and minority voters. Trump's victory map reveals the deep divisions that continue to plague American society. It also highlights the importance of understanding the concerns of voters in the heartland. Trump delivered a triumphant victory speech to a packed crowd of supporters in the early hours of the morning. He struck a conciliatory tone, calling for unity and healing after a divisive campaign. Trump also reiterated his campaign promises, vowing to put America first, rebuild the economy, and restore law and order. "We will be a country that respects its citizens, its values, and its laws," Trump declared. "We will be a country that protects its borders and its interests. And we will be a country that stands up for its friends and stands up to its enemies." Trump's victory speech was met with cheers and applause from his supporters. However, it was also met with skepticism from his critics, who questioned whether he would truly govern as a unifier. Trump's victory was fueled by a confluence of factors. Chief among them was the issue of economic anxiety. Many voters, particularly in the Rust Belt, felt left behind by globalization and technological change. Trump's message of economic nationalism resonated with these voters. He promised to bring back manufacturing jobs and renegotiate trade deals. Trump also tapped into fears about immigration, vowing to build a wall on the US-Mexico border and crack down on illegal immigration. Trump's outsider status was also a major asset. He positioned himself as a political outsider, someone who was not beholden to special interests. This message appealed to voters who were fed up with the political establishment. Section 5. A nation divided, celebrations, protests, and an uncertain future. Trump's victory has plunged the nation into a state of deep division. His supporters are elated, celebrating his return to power. They believe that Trump is the only one who can make America great again. However, Trump's opponents are horrified by his victory. They view him as a threat to democracy and American values. Protests have erupted in cities across the country, with demonstrators expressing their anger and frustration. Trump's victory has exposed the deep fault lines that run through American society. It remains to be seen whether he can bridge these divides and govern effectively. Section 6. The Second Term Agenda. Trump's policy priorities and potential challenges. Trump is expected to pursue an aggressive policy agenda during his second term, aiming to solidify his legacy and address key issues that he believes are critical for the nation's future. He has vowed to focus on issues such as immigration, trade, and foreign policy, which have been central themes throughout his political career. On immigration, Trump has promised to build a wall on the US-Mexico border and increase deportations, aiming to strengthen national security and control illegal immigration. He has also pledged to enact stricter limits on legal immigration, arguing that it is necessary to protect American jobs and wages. On trade, Trump has said that he will renegotiate or withdraw from trade deals that he believes are unfair to the United States, aiming to create a more balanced economic playing field. He has also threatened to impose tariffs on goods from China and other countries, in an effort to protect American industries and reduce the trade deficit. On foreign policy, Trump has promised to take a more isolationist approach, emphasizing an America-first strategy that prioritizes national interests over international commitments. He has criticized U.S. involvement in foreign wars, arguing that such engagements drain resources and do not serve the country's best interests, and called for a reduction in military spending overseas, suggesting that funds should be redirected to domestic priorities. Trump's policy agenda is likely to face significant challenges, both domestically and internationally, as he navigates a complex political landscape. It remains to be seen whether he will be able to achieve his goals, as opposition from various quarters could hinder his efforts. Section 7. The Trump Legacy, a reshaped political landscape and an uncertain future. Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election marks a watershed moment in American history, signaling a dramatic shift in the nation's political dynamics. His presidency has already had a profound impact on the country's political landscape, and his second term is likely to be just as consequential, if not more so, given the heightened political climate. Trump's presidency has been marked by controversy and division from the outset, with numerous protests and heated debates defining his time in office. His policies have been deeply polarizing, and his rhetoric has often been inflammatory, sparking intense reactions from both supporters and detractors. Yet, Trump has also retained a loyal base of supporters who believe that he is fighting for their interests and standing up against what they see as a corrupt establishment. Trump's legacy will be debated for years to come, with historians and political analysts examining the long-term effects of his policies and leadership style. His supporters will likely view him as a transformative figure who shook up the status quo and put America first, championing their causes and concerns. His critics, on the other hand, will likely view him as a demagogue who damaged American democracy and divided the country, leaving a legacy of discord and division that will take years to heal. Section 8. Global reactions to Trump's victory, allies and adversaries respond. News of Trump's victory has reverberated around the world, eliciting a mixture of reactions from foreign leaders and citizens alike. Allies of the United States have expressed a cautious optimism, while adversaries have reacted with a mix of apprehension and opportunity. European leaders, while acknowledging the democratic process, have expressed concerns over potential trade disputes and a shift in foreign policy under a second Trump administration. China, locked in an ongoing trade war with the United States, has remained characteristically reserved in its official response. The international community is now watching closely, eager to discern the foreign policy direction of the second Trump administration and its implications for global stability and alliances. Section 9. The Biden Concession, a call for unity and a peaceful transition. In a somber address from Wilmington, Delaware, former Vice President Kamala Harris conceded the election to Donald Trump. Harris, acknowledging the disappointment of her supporters, emphasized the importance of upholding the democratic process and respecting the will of the American people. Harris's concession speech struck a tone of unity and called for a peaceful transition of power. She urged Americans to come together to address the challenges facing the nation, regardless of their political differences. Harris's gracious concession, while a bitter pill for her supporters to swallow, serves as a reminder of the strength and resilience of American democracy, even in the face of defeat. Section 10. The Road Ahead, Challenges and Opportunities Facing the Trump Administration. As Donald Trump prepares to enter his second term as President of the United States, he faces a daunting array of challenges and opportunities. The nation remains deeply divided, the economy is still recovering from the COVID-19 pandemic, and the international order is in flux. Trump's supporters are looking to him to deliver on his campaign promises to restore American greatness, revive the economy, and put America first on the world stage. His critics, however, are watching his every move with a wary eye. fearful of his policies and rhetoric. The next 4 years promise to be a pivotal period in American history. The decisions that Trump makes will have far-reaching consequences, both for the United States and for the world. Section 11. Conclusion: A nation at a crossroads. Donald Trump's victory in the 2024 presidential election is a testament to his enduring appeal to a significant segment of the American electorate. His return to the White House after a 4-year hiatus signals a continuation of the political and societal divisions that have come to define American politics in recent years. As Trump embarks on his second term, the nation stands at a crossroads. The path forward is uncertain, fraught with challenges and opportunities. The world is watching, eager to see how the United States will navigate this new chapter in its history. Only time will tell what the ultimate legacy of Donald Trump's presidency will be. But one thing is certain: the United States will never be the same.